Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Wednesday, the 14th of Rabiul Awwal 1446, 18th of September 2024. Hazrat Wala is saying, the Buzrugan, the saintly pious people, what necessary things they have taught us, we have collected it and put it into this kitab, and to do repetition and repeat these teachings over and over again is necessary and will also be very, very beneficial. Here, in today's discussion, Shaykh Sadi Rahimahullah said that the person who safeguards his private part and gaze, the filth with which immoral people are sullied, if he safeguards himself from that, his private part, the gaze, and the filth which immoral people are sullied, he safeguards himself from that, he will be purified and his actions will be cleansed by virtue of abstaining from the unlawful which the carnal self hankers after and invites him to. Now, whoever desists from something for Allah's sake, He recompenses him with something greater, with something better. So just two things here, making hifazat of the eyes and the private parts. It is necessary for all. All have to pass away. We have to make tayyari for that. Min husni islamil mar'i tarkuhu ma la ya'ni. This is why the beauty of a person's Islam lies in his discarding whatever does not concern him. It applies to futile speech and the futile casting of gaze and so on. So now, when you protect your tongue from layani things, then towards the end and at the end also you will be protected from that. And if you don't do that now, right till the end, even at the time of passing away, you would not be able then to protect yourself. I have seen in the kitabs regarding a person who was passing away, and the only thing that he had to say over and over and over again was that how much is the price of this material per meter, this roll, and that one there, how much is the price? So the person, jinhone Allah se lo lagaya, who submitted himself, put himself in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, attached himself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then his end, by and large, is in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Maulana Mohammad Ahmad Saheb, on one occasion, the message came to him regarding the demise of one of the people who were connected to him, and it was absolutely wonderful that he passed away in such a good, preferred manner, that he was in the dhikr, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Ahmad Saheb then remarked, and what did he say? That I actually desire that all my people pass away or have a mort of this nature. Now these people used to make so much of qadr for that. Now the person whose khatama and his ending is in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is something very, very great. Allah ta'ala bless us all with that ni'mat. I seen myself, Hazrat Wala is saying, Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb, मैंने देखा डरे हुए थे. I seen him in fear. That's how he stayed. That's how he lived. Rather, at one point, also, he actually thought that he was leaving this world. He was leaving this world. And he even mentioned, I actually thought that that was my last point and I was leaving returning to Allah. Ilahi maqsood man tui wa rizaye tu muhabbat wa ma'rifati khud bideh. Oh Allah, my objective is only you and your pleasure. Therefore, bless me with your love and your recognition. Now, if you didn't do this up till now, at least now towards the end of your life, make that your goal. Make Allah your goal. Allah Ta'ala inhabit our hearts with His love. Now, consideration will always be given to the end. How did the person pass away? Nevertheless, just on that point, I actually wish, Maulana Muhammad Ahmad Saheb's words, that all my people are blessed with such a Mubarak death, in such a manner, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Asa ke ghair mere khana dil mein kaise, ke khiyal ruh dildar darba apna. How can anything other than the remembrance of Allah, how can anything else other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala penetrate into my heart when the remembrance of Allah is the guard sitting outside my heart, which will not allow anyone to proceed and go inside? It is a wonderful couplets here. Allah Ta'ala make our hearts such, just like that, like the demands of that particular couplets. You know, the mother of Maqbool, towards the end, it was her last moments, and I was speaking to her and I said, say, what do you want to say? And what did she had to say? She said that bachcho ka khayal rakhe, or you see to my children, be considerate to them, look after them, meaning, and see to my qada salats, meaning this, in this last few days when I had become bedridden or was in this halat, etc., see to that. She was very, very pious. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb then remarked, after he heard that his daughter passed away in such a manner, he said that I actually wish that everybody is blessed with a maut like that of Aqila, his daughter. With that type of a fikr of salat, you are busy dying, your ruh is coming out, and you are saying that, see to my salat. See to my salat that I was unable to perform in this halat. Allah Ta'ala bless us with His proximity and bless us with acceptance. Allah Ta'ala bless us with a good end. Khatama bil khair. Ji? Ji. So Hazrat Wala is saying, Allah Ta'ala protect us from the trials and tribulations of the last portion of our life. And again he mentions that I seen how fearful Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb was of Allah and the Akhirat. And who won't fear? Who won't fear? Even the Nabi fears. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned to Hazrat Fatima when she seen her father in that type of taklif and pain towards the end, that, oh Fatima, don't worry, after this day your father will not see difficulty. So here, the beauty of a person's Islam lies in his discarding whatever does not concern him. Allama Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah said, futile speech and futile casting of the gaze are the propellants of the most evil actions. These are the two largest entrances for shaitan, because they neither get tired nor fed up. A person should therefore remain sharp and intelligent. He must ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for patience and salvation. He must sever every path which would contribute to the destruction and deprivation of his self. The deen of a person is his capital. If it is lost, he will suffer loss in this world and in the year after. This is more so in our times, where temptations are falling on people like raindrops. The doors of doubts and desires have opened wide through these modern gadgets, dubious internet sites, and deviated programs which have driven many people towards eternal destruction and diverted them away from guidance. We beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for soundness. Ameen. Now this here is the risala that I'm reading from, Asharatu Qawaid fi Tazkiyatin Nufus, the 10 principles in purifying the nafs. Allah Ta'ala bless us all with afiyat in both the worlds. Keep us steadfast on dhikr and fikr, concern for our islah. Allah Ta'ala give us the fikr and the concern of irzai bari ta'ala, pleasing Him. All had this type of fikr. Allahumma a'tina imanan la yartaddu wa yaqinan laysa ba'dahu kufrun wa rahmatan nanalu biha sharafa karamatika fid dunya wal akhirah. In fact, Hazrat Tanvi has even mentioned about his gaze, and his thought was very, very fine and deep. Spoke about the woman who is in impure state, regarding her as well, that at that time she should not be or come near the person who is passing away, etc. Allah Ta'ala inspire us. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ بِحُرْمَةِ سَيِّدِ النَّبِيِّ الْكَرِيمِ صلى الله عليه وسلم.